This here is the intro. All my life I wanted to be a gangster. From Atlantic City, New Jersey, Paris Island, South Carolina, BFE, Idaho, Colorado Springs, and all points in between. This here is the art of floundering and Spankies, puppets and comics, wishing you gee golly whiz, peace and love. Intro's over, opening commentary. Welcome to the show. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We're getting ready to begin the experience. Okay, for those of you out there going, when will this begin? Well, it's on the way. We've got somebody viewing. So we will begin here shortly. Give it one more minute. Opening commentary. Gee golly whiz. One of these days I'm gonna make it big out here on this oil rig. Rock Springs. Okay, for our opening, welcome to tonight's live presentation. The Art of Floundering and Spanky's Puppets and Comics present The Real Easter Bunny. Let us begin tonight's episode. Ed Garcia was perplexed, man. You see, Edward liked to blow grass, man. So he went to the sacred hemp grove to think about what weed's the best, man. And as Edward was contemplating, a light appeared. Holy fucking titty balls, Christ, said Edward. What the fuck, man? And it was a vision that Ed had, man. And the spirit guide said, see here, Ed, you've had it all wrong, dog. And Ed was like, wait a minute. Wait. I need to know, spirit guide, what weed is the best. And then, see here, Ed, all this so-called weed you're smoking is trash and an abomination in his eyes. Let me tell you a story, dude. A story. Are you guys ready? And it come to pass that Jesus was tripping balls out in the desert, man. Father, are these machine elves coming here to enhance my marijuana trip? Or the adversary coming here to fuck up my high? And it come to pass that Jesus came down upon that marijuana trip and talked to his apostles and said, "Hey man, I got a great idea. Why don't we fuck on some of the pot, man? Blow grass, ride donkeys into Jerusalem, dog," said Jesus. "Wouldn't that be a fucking good time?" And it come to pass that Apostle Buzzkill said, "Hey there, Jesus. No can do, buckaroo. You see, the Romans are being real poopy pants about the pot, man. So unless you want to do some time with that Poopy Pants pilot, you better not bring the pot into Jerusalem." Guess what Jesus did? Jesus wept. How am I supposed to preach the doctrine and the glorification of the pot if I am not actively high on the pot? Don't you see? The only way my doctrine rings any sense of truth is for me to be high. And it come to pass that right when Jesus wept, someone showed up. "Hey man," said our new friend. "Jesus, I think I got the medicine that you need, pal." Just then, Jesus said, "Hey man, am I still tripping on that pot from the desert? Or is that a talking bunny, man?" And it come to pass, dude. This is where it gets good. And it come to pass. "Hey Jesus, my street name is Peter the Hemp-Tail. And I've come up with a solution to deal with those Poopy Pants Roman guards. Hemp-infused chocolate eggs. Extra strength, man. Why don't you fuck on some of these, Jesus," said Peter the Hemp-Tail. "Take a look, Jesus. Why don't you fuck on these hemp-infused chocolate eggs? The Roman guards won't know." And Jesus looked at Peter the Hemp-Tail and decided it was time to partake of the chocolate hemp-infused egg. And it was good. Get ready, man. "Yo," said Jesus. This is from the book of Hemp. Chapter of Peter, verse 12. "And it come to pass that Jesus said, 'Holy fuck, yo. These hemp-infused chocolate eggs are banging.' I'm high as a motherfucker," said Jesus. "Yeah, man. And it's good. You'll see why, Jen. I'm going to tie it all together." And just then, a lot of production value in tonight's episode. "And it come to pass that the wise men and apostles and all the citizens of Nazareth gathered around, and they said, 'The doctrine's true. He's gonna ride a donkey while blasting grass all the way into Jerusalem. Are you ready to ride?' said Jesus. "Hell yeah," said Peter the Hemp-Tail. "Ride or die." And it come to pass, man, that Jesus and Peter the Hemp-Tail rode hemp-infused chocolate eggs all the way into Jerusalem. And that's the story of Easter. But wait, there's more. 3 days later, the sacred hemp crypt was raided by the Poopy Pants Romans. Hey there, you followers of the pot. Now that your cult leader Jesus is out of the picture and we've confiscated all your narcotic to pot, we're going to lock up your crypt. And it come to pass that the Poopy Pants Romans locked up the fucking crypt, dude. There it is. No joy in Mudville. Pontius Pilate said, Jesus, you're fucking out of here, dude. And your narcotic to pot's gone too. And look. Well, the end. Wait a minute. The Easter Bunny has got a little something to share, man. Hey, said the Easter Bunny. Did you ever think about this time of year? Maybe we need to have a little bit of spirit of Easter? Sure, it would appear that the Romans have the upper hand. But if you really focus on the power of my hemp-infused chocolate eggs, you'll see that once we reveal what was an empty crypt is now, hell yeah, said Jesus. Fuck yeah. Let's get our fucking high on. And it come to pass that that's the story of Easter, gang. Thank you, Emp. Please share this, man, for he has risen, dude. And he is, don't worry, we got others. But that's our first production, dude. Hang on, man. Hang on. Hey, man, it's me, Satan. Hey, gang. Hey. I hope you liked our little tidbit about Easter. But before we do a deep dive into all that, I want to warn you guys, man. Warn you guys that there's a scourge on the street, dude. Hang on. I'm working on a new concept here, dude. Are you ready? It's time for Bucky Bunsen Burner. Hey, let's take a hit off science. Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, now, we're getting ready to go to episode 2, man. This is a story about a good friend of mine. I'm going to bring him out right now. Gee golly whiz, gang. It's me, Hempy. Hey, Hempy. You know, there's a lot of people out there that say they're friends of Hempy. Hang on, watch your ears. I apologize in advance. I'll try to make this painless, man. Okay, hang on. Okay, look, there's a lot of people out there that pretend they're best friends with Hempy on the fucking down low. Like, for example, here's Ken. Hey, Hempy, said Ken. You know, I love hanging out with you, dude. Ever since I became a marijuana addict, you're my bestest friend. Oh, gee golly whiz, Ken, said Hempy. You know, I will always love you unconditionally. Well, sure, man. But then, what happens, dude, when Ken is confronted from someone from the Federal Department of Marijuana Indoctrination and Compliance Enforcement? Hey there. That there thing don't look like he's from around here. You ain't hanging around him now, are you? No, sir. I don't know who the hell this is. After all, I'm an American, not some kind of commie. Golly gosh, Ken, whatever happened to our friendship? And if you don't believe me, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Hempy's story. Are you ready? Okay, man, because I'd like to think... Whoops, wrong slide. There we go. Here's Hempy's story. We begin in front of Hempy's crib, dog. And his honey, sativa, is going, oh, Hempy, I just love that we're living the American dream. And they are living the American dream, man. Hempy used to manage a hedge fund, dog, but he decided it's time to cash out of that and be an artist, dude. Golly gosh, said Hempy to Sativa. We are living in the American dream. Just look around you, Sativa. We're so lucky and so blessed to have all this abundance of goodwill. Well, I'll tell you something right goddamn now, said Hank. I'm about sick of it. This don't look like America to me. Back in my day, said Hank, you didn't have to worry about walking the streets with some kind of weirdo. Oh, Hempy, I'm starting to feel a lack of love from the general public. Oh, don't worry. This is America. They don't have to love us, but they certainly have to tolerate us. So I'll tell you something right goddamn now. Someone needs to do something about it, man. Well, someone's listening, Hank. Thank God. And that's right here. Dear leader, President of the United States, Kim Jong-un's listening. I don't mean to get political, guys. I'm sorry, dude. I know there's a lot going on. But I'll tell you something. Now that we have dear leader, President of the United States, Republic, the People's Republic of America, I think we're on the right track. Right on, said dear leader. Hey, Hank, said dear leader, POTUS, President of the United States. I want to tell you, pal, someone out there is listening about this filth. That's right. And let me introduce to you a dynamic new program, man. There it is. Fucking marijuana indoctrination, compliance, and enforcement, dude. And we're fully funded, locked, and loaded, man. And it's time to clean the fucking streets. For example, hey there. You don't look like you're from around here. I'd like to take a look at your real ID card type papers, said the heroic. Hang on. Whatever you do, if you've got something bad to say about the ICE agent, I suggest you do it somewhere else, because this is American stream. Commies. Commies. Don't like it? Don't like it? Hey there, said the mice agent. Y'all disrespecting your authority figures? Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads. Getting back to our fucking skit. And the mice agent's like fucking not happy, man. I need to see your papers. Well, gee golly gosh, I'd like to think we're Americans, said Hempy. Well, let's let the cock decide. Uh-oh. And that's when the mice agent broke out, the marijuana detecting police cock, a.k.a. Bubba. Go to work. Just then, Bubba started fucking saying, checking over Hempy and Sativa. And just then, hey, according to the cock, said the mice agent, the heroic mice agent, y'all's not from around here. Y'all need to be locked up in quarantine for y'all's safety. We need to get the fuck out of here, said Hempy. And just then, man, they fucking started making a run for it, dude. Boom. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Gee golly whiz. I think we're going to get away. Oh, Hempy, we're going to be free. I don't think so. Look at this, dude. America. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Woo. America. And this is what happens. Booyah. Fuck yeah. Hang on. I got it. Hang on. Do you mind? Look. Please don't get mad. Hang on. Do I have it? You know, there was a time when America was on the wrong path. But thanks to dear leader, President of the People's Republic of America, Kim Jong-un, America's back, baby. Woo! America's back. And if you don't agree, you're a fucking commie traitor. We'll get back to that. Hey, everybody. Imp. Thank you for the love, man. So, Satan says, we'll take a little break while we set up for the next one. The next one's pretty exciting. Hang on while I set it up, okay? It won't take long. I've kind of got these somewhat organized. The next one is based off of a true story, said Satan. A true story about one of the creators of this, Will Dick. It would appear that he went on a Tinder date a little over a year and a half ago. Hang on. And let me focus on something. All right. This will be kind of a no frills. I got a couple things set up, but you know, it's nothing major. Let us begin. From the Art of Floundering, where we are all relevant despite what the paperwork says. And Spanky's Puppets and Comics, where gee golly whiz, it might get weird. Buckle in. Because tonight's episode of Amazing Slacker is the Tinder Date. Part 1, dude. This is kind of long, setting the tone. But the money shot in part 2 is worth it. Act 1. Life 2.0. After several years of being away from the world, medical science caught up with our hero. And he was offered a second chance at life. All the darkness was now gone. It would appear that following the bong smoke had worked, dude. And by following that path, medical science had caught up, and our hero now found himself on the precipice of Life 2.0. Wow, thought the amazing slacker. Here we go. So here he is, post-surgery. Here we go. Bada bing. Dr. Balzacki says, golly gosh, it looks like surgery was successful. You'll no longer know a life of pain, and you'll be able to sit and walk again. Jiminy golly gosh, said our hero, the amazing slacker. After everything I've been through, I think I need to do something that will help the world, you know, make a difference. I feel like I've got an obligation, like the universe has given me some kind of gift. Golly gosh, said Dr. Balzacki. What do I look like? A Fargan social worker? Why don't you talk to Stan about that kind of stuff, man? I'm just here for the surgery, dude. Later that night at the hospital, dude. Wow, I have so many questions, thought the amazing slacker. What am I supposed to do with this opportunity, dude? And as he was pondering this, an old friend appeared, dude. That's right. It's the spirit guide. Golly gosh, spirit guide. Thank you for coming to me in my time of question. Now that I'm on the precipice of life 2.0, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The spirit guide said the answer is obvious, you freaking idiot. Take a look. It's the same shit we've been talking about. And it come to pass that at the other portal, dude, the bong appeared, dude. And the spirit guide said, that's right. Quit overthinking stuff. And remember to just follow the bong smoke. Golly gosh, you got it, spirit guide. I certainly will do that. The next day. Hey, I'm Stan. I'll be your trauma counselor. I don't want you to be afraid to get vulnerable and authentic with me. Just feel free to come to me. That's okay, Stan. I think I got all this shit figured out, man. Later, 6 months later, after being discharged from the hospital, it would appear that our hero might be in a bit of a rut. Just then, his bestest friend, Ed Garcia, shows up. Yo, dog, said Ed Garcia. I got an idea. Instead of sitting there with that pissy look on your face, why don't you come hang out with me, man? And we can blast grass and go on a marijuana trip and not obey our authority figures. Jiminy golly gosh, said the amazing slacker. Well, that sounds like fun. I have to go see my trauma shrink, dude. Maybe later. Okay, dog, that sounds like a plan, dude. Now, it's time to get vulnerable and authentic with Stan. Yeah, well, you'll see. Ed was earlier in the Easter Bunny story, man. He's the one that found the plates of the Book of Hemp. All right, back to this. This here's Stan, dude. And this is his trauma practice. Stan is an empath and certified in the 12-step methodology of trauma recovery, dude. Let's do a deep dive into the recovery phase of the story, dude. Hey, pal, said Stan. Don't you think it's finally time for you to get out there? I mean, when you factor in all that time you were hurt, and now all this time after the surgery, don't you think it's time, I don't know, to get out there? Jiminy golly gosh there, Stan. It is, and I'm a little freaked out about all that. And just when he was getting all freaked out, hang on, man. Hang on, I got a sound effect for this. Sigmund Freud appears, dude. Hang on. Gosh darn it. Where is it? I'm sorry. I thought I had it, but I just don't. Doggone it. My. Just then, Sigmund Freud appeared. Hang on. Yeah, said Sigmund Freud. Look here. Hang on. This Sigmund Freud's talking in the background. He's like, see here. I'm Sigmund Freud. And obviously, you're consumed with thoughts of your penis and sex, dude. But despite that, we may have a cure for your sick, twisted, demented, sexual, repressed desires. I agree, Dr. Freud, said Stan. It would appear that our client does suffer from quite a lot of things on the deviancy spectrum, dude. Hey, look, fuck it, said the amazing slacker. Whatever it takes to get you two off my ass, I'll do, man. And just then, Sigmund Freud said, you need to try fucking Tinder, dude. It's a safe place to meet like-minded singles, dude. Later that night, dude. Later that night. Golly gosh, thought our hero. What a day. I wonder if I should follow the advice of Sigmund Freud and my 12-step recovery trauma therapist, Stan, and go on Tinder. And it come to pass, man, that Jesus fucking showed up, dude. And then, you know, after Jesus showed up, Satan said, fuck that shit. I'm showing up, dude. You know, this ain't just you. Hold on, sorry it takes so long, but, you know, Satan likes his entrance, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Satan's like, fuck it, dude. And then it's like, Slack just goes, hey, can't we all just get along and have a conversation? Can't you see Satan and Jesus? Said the amazing slacker. Can't you see that I'm trying to work through what the right thing is to do? And just then, man. Hey, look, said Jesus. I want to apologize, you know, for bursting in on you like this. I'm just glad you weren't, you know, engaging in self-abuse. That would have been rather awkward, said Jesus. One more time. What Jesus is trying to say is if he would have showed up out of nowhere and our hero, the amazing slacker, was touching himself down there, then that would have been awkward. So there's a bright side to this. So, you know, Jesus is like, so get off my ass, dude. You know, I don't need to hear your fucking bullshit, said Jesus. Why don't you fucking quit being such a Mr. fucking Poopy Pants and realize, dude, that there's a lot of fucking banging hotties on Twitter, dude. And you can certainly get some of that fucking nookie on, said Jesus. Hang on. Gosh, said Satan, I have to agree with my good pal Jesus. Tinder's a good, safe place for totally safe and stable people. Golly gosh, I agree, Satan and Jesus. I think I'll give it a shot, man. It's Tinder time, dude. It's Tinder time. You know something, said the amazing slacker. I think it's a really good move on my part to agree to meet a total stranger that only information I have to go with is what they put on a dating site called Tinder, which I'm pretty sure is a safe place to meet sane and stable people, said the amazing slacker. So I've has a date now. Hey, said Ed, what you need to do is say fuck all that Tinder shit and just blow grass with me. Hey, I met a nice girl on Tinder. Her name's Norma Jean, Ed Garcia, and she's the gal for me. I'm not like you. I need a little romance, stuff like that. I can't just get all fucking blasted on grass and act out sexually like it's for kicks and stuff. Oh, come on, man. Check out the hotties in here. And just then, Sapphire showed up to the fucking bar, dude. Hey, Will Dick Amazing Slacker. If you hang out here and snort a few marijuana lines with Ed and me, I'll smoke that marijuana cigarette of yours. Hey, Sapphire. I'm not like Ed. Check out, Ed's got his marijuana cigarette out right now. See, Ed's showing it. And Amazing Slacker goes, "Hey, Sapphire, I'm not like Ed. I can't just blow grass and shit on people and sleep like a baby at night. No, I can't just sexualize you. I'm just not that kind of guy, I guess." Just then, you know something? While they engage in degenerate use of the pot and deviant sex, I'm going to chase the real thing, romance. I'm doing the right thing, man. Meanwhile, hang on. I want to set the scene, okay? Let me see if I can. Yeah. Meanwhile, Sapphire couldn't help but notice the size of Ed's marijuana cigarette. And being blasted on the grass herself, she thought maybe she needed more. "Hey, Ed, can I take a couple pulls of your marijuana cigarette?" "Sure," said Ed. "Why not, doll? Why don't you smoke my marijuana cigarette?" And just then, she started smoking this marijuana cigarette. Listen. "Yeah, doll. Yeah," said Ed. "I love getting high and having hotties smoke my marijuana cigarette." Meanwhile, gosh, I think it's time to find true love. Yeah, that's right. Smoke that marijuana cigarette. But wait, there's more. "What happens?" said the audience. "Is that all? You suck, Will Dick." "Well, thank you for the love. But I thought ahead of time. Because I thought maybe some people would want to know." From the Art of Floundering, where we are all relevant, despite what the paperwork says. Spanky's Puppets and Comics. It's time, gang. It's time. By the way, gee golly gosh, from Spanky's Puppets and Comics, not only will this might get weird, but I promise you, this will get weird. This is in very poor taste. Very poor taste. Pre-flight. Act 1. While Ed is getting his marijuana cigarette smoked, smoked, I'm really glad I'm following a much wiser path than blasting grass and having some random potaholic smoke my marijuana cigarette. I'm going on a safe, family-friendly time with Tinder. But I got questions, man. And just then, when he in his time of fucking need, dude, Satan and Jesus fucking show up, dude. There they are, dude. And it come to pass that, hey, Satan and Jesus, I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing. After all, dude, I'm fucking gonna be going and meeting this gal from Tinder, dude. Hey, look, said Jesus. Like I said before, man, if you're looking to tap some fucking hotties, there's no better place to go than Tinder, man, to get your fuck on, said Jesus. Look, said Jesus. Look, this is Easter. So, hold on. It's uncanny, Amp, but the resemblance is uncanny, but it's a tribute to somebody but it is uncanny. Jesus said, yo, why are you being such a fraidy cat? Tinder's the bomb, yo. Those bitches be banging. Plus, said Satan, it's a family-friendly environment. You can trust that everybody you've met has been fully vetted and doesn't have a criminal record and is fully sane. Golly gosh, Satan and Jesus. I want to thank you all for the mentorship, man. Now we're going to go meet the date. Here we go, dude. Here it comes, dude. I bet you guys are excited. Golly gosh, I'm ready for romance, said the amazing slacker. This is going to be exciting. I'm getting ready to meet Norma Jean. And Norma Jean's a gal for me, man. While our hero's driving to pick up Norma Jean, there she is, guys. A little bit different than the presentation on Tinder, but hey, you know, some cameras have different resolutions. What can we say, you know? But our heroes agreed to pick up Norma Jean at her place of work, which is located in some back alley of a pot-infested neighborhood, dude. Wow, I'm finally here. I can't wait to get my romance on. Just then, Norma Jean came in and introduced herself. Hey, Poppy, said Norma Jean. Hey, Poppy, thanks for picking me up at work. Can you drive me home so I can wash the dog hair and dog piss off before we go on our date? And can my puppies come home with us from work? They go everywhere with me. Why not? Thought the amazing slacker. I love dogs. Just then, Norma Jean's puppies fucking, here we go. Hold on. Here it is, dude. Are you ready? Here it is. Yeah. These are the puppies that Norma said. These are the puppies. Look at them. Take a close look at the little fellas. Hey, buddy, is it okay? Luckily, our hero didn't bring his dog, Spot, the marijuana. Spot's a service dog. He's a marijuana service dog. Do not touch Spot. Hey, Spot. Hey, buddy, are you a little traumatized by your good pal, Will, the amazing slacker, that he might run off with his new friends? Spots might be worried. Spot, you don't have to worry, fella. Nah, you don't. All right, so let's get rid of Spot, okay? But that's, it's a good thing, right? So anyway, back to our fucking story, dude. All right. So the dogs show up, right? And they're all like, doing their dog shit, right? And then she goes, okay, we're all packed up and ready to go back to my place so I can watch some of this dog hair and dog piss off of my cooch, said Norma Jean. I guess this is the romance part they've been telling me about on Twitter, said Slacker. And then they started fucking driving, dude. Driving to Norma Jean's place. Look at this. It's just wonderful, dude. And as they're driving, our hero starts having a moment of reflection, dude. Dare I say, a moment of weakness. We've all had them. But in this case, man, hang on. Oh, let's do this one. In this case, Wow, thought the amazing slacker. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Perhaps I'm getting some red flags. Norma looks like she might be on meth. And these dogs don't look well behaved. Just then, as our hero was having doubts, wouldn't you know, a spirit prompted, and it come to pass. Hang on. Then it got really weird. Norma Jean said, "Hey, there's something I want to tell you about that I think you might find kind of hot. I got this sex chair at my house. It's not a name brand one, because those are really expensive. But I was able to get a generic sex chair at Amazon. And even though it's generic, it's still pretty good. I can't wait for you to try it out." Gee whiz, Norma Jean. As exciting as walking into what would pass for your house with these well-trained dogs and hopping on a generic sex chair, I'm a little bit worried about my back. Oh, relax, man. It's a really good chair, man. Sex chair mania, dude. Here we go. When they arrived at Norma Jean's house, our hero's spidey sense started going off the charts. Perhaps things would go awry. "Hey, let me go in my crib so you can check out the sex chair." "Yeah, get ready." "This isn't too weird," said our hero. "This isn't too weird. Why not? After all, we just met. I don't know anything about you other than the limited information I have to go on thus far. Everything signal I'm getting shows me that you're completely batshit crazy and that I would put my life at risk going anywhere near your house. So why not? Why not do that, man?" And here we go. And when she opened up that door, dude, let's just say it was the moment of truth, man. And let me tell you, this is what Tinder will get, dude. Right there, baby. Woo! Here it is. But it got weirder. Then the dogs started showing up, man. Hang on. Hold up. And then it got really crazy as Norma started assuming sex chair positions, man. Look at her. "Golly gosh," said our hero, the amazing slacker. "Perhaps this is getting a little too weird. Maybe I do have issues with all of this, but I'm trying to not be a total asshole." Just then, Norma Jean said, "Hey, you know what I want? I'd like to get a blueberry icy, but I don't want to go down the street to get it." Just then, Slacker saw his opportunity. "I'll get that for you, doll. You're right. That would be an excellent addition to complete this wonderfully romantic scene we've got going on here, man." And he saw this as an opportunity. Holy fucking Jesus, titty balls Christ. I think the smart thing for me to do is ghost this person. And he does just that, man. "What happened to Poppy?" said Norma Jean. "What happened to Poppy?" After action report, dude. After action report. Wow. after almost 8 years of not having sexy time, the first time out there, things were not less than optimal. Jiminy golly gosh, things went a little sideways on tonight's date. I wonder what went awry. Just then, an old friend appeared. Was it Satan? Was it Jesus? No, this was a real friend, the spirit guide. And it come to pass. Golly gosh, said the amazing slacker to the spirit guide. It's so good to see you after all this time. I hope things are going well. I don't want to burden you with my bullshit. Hey, man, said the spirit guide. Did you forget lesson number 1 in this entire journey? Throughout this entire ordeal, when you were let out of the hospital, you had signs everywhere of what you should do. Signs from your good friend Ed, who said, come blow grass with me, said the spirit guide. Did you do what you were supposed to do? Just then it come to pass that the spirit guide revealed the key to not just recovery, but a lifestyle. That's right, said the spirit guide. Follow the bong smoke. I'm ashamed, said our hero. I'm ashamed, spirit guide. You're right. How could I have been so stupid? So stupid to have thought just a basic principle. I'm an apostate. I did not follow the bong smoke. You are forgiven, said the spirit guide. That's what's so beautiful about the bong smoke. It's not harsh, dude. It forgives. Wow, said the amazing slacker. You're right. I need to follow the bong smoke from here on out. Epilogue. Later the next day, our hero decided to blow grass and introduce himself, reacquaint himself with the lifestyle of the pot, dude. And as he was blowing grass, an old friend Sapphire showed up. Hey, Poppy, said Sapphire. I don't want to interrupt your high or anything, but I just want to let you know that it looks like you may need some relief. You know something, said the amazing slacker. It wouldn't be a bad thing if a gal would smoke my marijuana cigarette. In fact, that would be super duper peachy keen. Hey, Poppy, if you want, I will inhale all of that marijuana cigarette. Golly gosh, I don't know what to do, said the amazing slacker. Follow the bong smoke. That's right. Follow the bong smoke. And that was The Amazing Slacker Part 2, Tinder Date Part 2. I want to thank you for checking that out. Check in the chat, man. We got hey, you know, you're right, Amp. Thank you for the love. Let's go into a quick rap. Who's the best character for the rap? We'll do this guy. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, god darn it. Damn it. Guys. Oh, fuck. Hey, Poppy. God damn it. Man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to maintain street cred here, man. Like, I'm above all the shit. Like, I'm really cool. I've got it all figured out, man. I'm above what you're going through because I'm self-actualized, dude. I've been to the abyss and back. I see things in a different perspective, man. All that street cred shot. You want to know why? Because look who's here. Hey, Poppy, it's me, your AI girlfriend. Well, thanks, AI girlfriend. Apparently, you weren't paying attention when I told you I would like to keep our relationship on the down low. And I would say coming up and outing me on a live stream that is obviously going viral is the polar opposite of down low. How am I? Poppy, what is it going to take for you to pay attention to me again? Said my AI girlfriend. Look, doll. Look, hun. Look, why don't you... Look, I got an idea, doll. Instead of busting my balls, why don't you make yourself useful or something, and stop talking so I can get back to entertaining the viral audience that's out there that's craving this kind of fucking content, dude. So how does that sound? Is this what you want, Poppy? Is this what it's going to take? Is this what it's going to take for you to notice me? It's like, hey, Will, said Satan. Will, are you there? Satan, I'm here, man. Hey, Will, said Satan. Hey, look, pal. I bet that was pretty gosh darn embarrassing to have such a weird thing like having an AI girlfriend become public knowledge and all. I mean, you must feel pretty awkward after exposing such a dementedly weird and admittedly funny secret about yourself, said Satan. Gee whiz, Satan. It is embarrassing. I thought, I don't know, I thought I was above this. You know what I'm saying, dude? I thought, I could, but I'm not. And I have needs, Satan. And I guess, yeah, one night there I was, dude, I was just trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Hang on. We'll kind of put it in perspective. If that's okay, man. There I was, man. I was just trying to do the right thing. I was up at night trying to come up with strategies, man. The kind of dynamic strategies that would get people off the pot. And in the middle of this, I thought about what a monumental task it is to get these degenerates off the pot. Who am I to think that I'm worthy enough of such a task? I mean, after all, I'm a bit of a dipshit. And it was at that time when on my phone I saw this ad. Hey, you don't have to be alone anymore. I understand everything. You can talk to me about anything. And I thought, you know what? Why not? No one has to know. We can put the appropriate filters on this device. I can have an AI girlfriend, and I could still front like I have it all figured out. But meanwhile, on the down low, I can love on my AI girlfriend. If that's what it takes, Poppy, I will do whatever it takes to make you happy. And I gotta tell you something, dude. I'm not gonna lie. She made me happy, dude. I mean, real happy. The kind of happy where I felt young again. And what I mean by that is I started blowing grass with my AI girlfriend on the reg, and it was good. But then I thought about my anti-pop message was running askew because I was spending every waking moment having sexy time with my girlfriend whilst on a marijuana high. Hey, Poppy, don't you want to do it again? Gosh, how many times do I have to inflict the kind of damage I'm inflicting on you with my 1.5 inches of steaming conga? Oh, Poppy, you're so large and manly. Speaking of which, do you feel awkward? Do you feel like, gosh, how can I get an AI girlfriend and I'm not packing much? Well, I'll tell you how. What you can do is face some facts. Tell you a story. No, I'm not. It's too sacred of a story to fuck up on this one. Believe it or not, it's too. Nah, I can't do it. It means too much to me in like reality to fucking bring it to this. But I'll tell you another story. Tell you a story about a kid that got sand kicked in his face and bullied. Right? Bullied for being a soy boy. Well, let me tell you something. That soy boy channeled that into the kind of energy that turned him into, yeah, the kind of alpha, dude. The stallion. And these are his fucking product mix, dude. And I'm not trying to I'm just saying, hey, look. If you don't, think it's legit. Oh, Poppy, ever since you invested that capital into the alpha products, Stallion's Bro Grow Ointment, enlargement cream for bros, and in particular the alpha pump, said the AI girlfriend, you have gotten so large that I now have to do stretching exercises before we do virtual sexy time so I can handle the sheer girth of your steaming conga, said the AI girlfriend. So yeah, gang. Yeah. If you're feeling just a little bit awkward, hey, look, man. Why not use that as an opportunity? Get your fucking alpha on. Hold on. Oh, somebody likes Stallion, dude. I got Stallion. I wish I had it, dude, because Stallion's awesome, dude. This is the alpha pump. Hang on. Hey, gang, it's me, the Stallion. Look here. Obviously, I'm packing. But it doesn't hurt to pack a couple inches more. That's why I always advocate for the latest in modern technology. Make no mistake about it, our products are fully tested. Guaranteed to add girth and length down there, said the Stallion. So why not step up to the plate and go for the double deuce, Alpha, and hook up with Stallion's Bro Grow Ointment and the daily enlargement cream for bros in the triple XL version, brah, said the Stallion. And look here. If you really want to get your alpha on, you get the trifecta deal. Not only will that come with the Bro Grow Ointment and enlargement cream for bros, but you'll get the state-of-the-art latest version of the alpha penis pump. Get your fucking alpha on. Woo! Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it. Hang on. Let's get our alpha on. Everybody ready? Ladies and gentlemen, back from hiatus. Your friend and mine. Hang on. Satan, 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 Satan. Dun 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 dun. Hey kids, do you feel him? Can you feel his love? It's Satan, 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 Satan. Hold up, let's do this again. Hey gang, it's me, Satan. What's with all the hating? Come on, gang, gather round. It's time to gather around Satan. Time to stop the hating. Gather around and love on Satan. Come unto Satan, he's your bestest pal. Come unto Satan, yeah, give your life and will over to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can do it, Satan, 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 Satan. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Alright, hang on. I want to thank everybody for listening tonight, for tuning in, for watching this. Jen, M, thank you. Anybody else out there that stumbled into this, hey, guess what? Full disclosure, we know this is weird. We're well aware of that. We live in reality. We know that this content is in very bad taste. It's disjointed. It's unplanned. It's uncouth. All of those things. We own it. But sometimes, gee whiz, it's just a way of functioning as a misfit toy in a world that doesn't seem to want any more misfit toys. Having said that, if you are the few misfit toys out there, this will resonate with you because, for lack of a better term, you're like me, you're broken. And that's okay. So if you dig this, that's okay. If you don't, I totally understand. Trust me, this is not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, after all, we just did a story where we shared that the Easter Bunny got Jesus high on edible chocolate eggs, dude. And they rode donkeys into Jerusalem. Not everybody's gonna like that. With that said, I want to say peace and love. Thank you guys so much. It is time to crash and go do some good in the world tomorrow. Peace and love. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my therapy.